a pat on the back and go, what a fold.
Put a clock on me if you want, it helps.
Very tempting.
He's called the clock on himself. It's never happened before in No Limit Hold'em.
He's put the clock on himself. Fantastic.
I think Barney Boatman once did it. He said he's afraid that if they don't put the clock on him, he'd do something stupid, and Guy might be feeling the same way. In 30 seconds, Guy Bull's hand will be called dead.
He's thinking, have you got a smaller ace than I have? If you've got an ace, have you got a smaller ace than I have? Have you got ace 8, ace 9, ace 4, something like that, you know? You're on the button as well. Are you making a button move? Have you got a small pair? What have you got? What have you got? What have you got? Good pass.
Well, poker's all about dodging bullets, and Bowles being forced to play a bit of elastic man there. He's dodged quite a few.
That's a great pass. It's a great pass.
Thank you. If I could turn over my hand, I'll show you ace 10.
There's no way Matt Lombardo's telling him what he had.
No way, but inside he's going, what a pass, man. What a great pass.
My name is Guy Bowles. My poker nickname is the Iceman. I think that's because some people find me a little cold and calculating at the table. Probably my greatest strength is the understanding of the mathematics and the game theoretic aspects of the game. To contrast that, probably my weakest aspect is my reading skills, reading what other players have and are doing.
Yeah, well, Leibovitz is in danger now of not having enough chips to really force anybody to a decision, especially if he loses the next two hands.
Pass. Pass.
Fold it around.
Pass.
Bowles in the small blind.
This will be interesting because we've got the two short stacks now, fighting for the chips in the middle. What have they got? Ah, this is an all-in move.
Well,
I'm all in.
he's lived
All
with
in.
that ace, hasn't he? And
Oh, and a call. And a call. He's in bad shape. He's in bad shape, Gary.
well, the first time that Bowles has picked up a big card
38.
to the side of his ace, he's needed it. And right now, Leibovitz, well, it looks like we're going to be losing him.
He had no choice. He had to stick his chips in, Gary. He thought his ace-6 would have been good enough. He's just got unlucky, you know. He's come up against a big hand. He still has outs, obviously, but it's not looking good for him. It is now, Jesse.
Oh, my.
It is now.
You talk about a welcome sign on the doormat.
This is the luck factor we were on about. You need that bit of luck. It's looking good for Gary now. 3 cards in the whole deck to help out the guy.
Yeah, unless it's a queen, all of a sudden Bowles is shot to bits.
Yep. He's doubled through. It's one of those poker stories that we hear continuously. I had ace-queen, I went all in the big blind, the small blind, and the big blind at ace-6, he hit a 6. You know, we've heard it many countless times.
30.
Chicago making a Sears Tower, and the calculator given no emotion at all. He knows the math was correct. 5 left, and diamonds are a girl's best friend. The lady in charge, Houston on the move. But the calculator's got his sunglasses off. Does that mean something? Chicago, San Diego, everybody's on the moon. And this game's only going skyward.
No one to play with? There's always PartyPoker.com.
I think Guy now, who only has 25,000, any ace, any king, Jesse, do you think? Any 2 medium cards, stick it in?
No, I actually think that he's better off not looking at his cards, because that can only deter him. I mean, I think there's a stage at which you only pretend to look at the cards just to try and convince the other players. But, well, that's me.
Well, whatever happens, he's going to get a call from the big blind, isn't he? Because there will only be another 10,000 for them to see.
He has to move here. Jack-9 suited. He absolutely has to play these.
This is the time.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
All in. Pass.
And, well, he's got a chance to win this
for
pot here and now.
25,000.
He's not guaranteed to get a
Pass.
call. Maybe nobody's got nothing.
Oh, I think he's going to get away with it, you know. I know it's only another 10,000. Maybe he thinks he's... Yeah, Matt's thinking, well, you know, I've got 3-4, but I'm getting the odds. I've already got 15,000 in there, so why not?
Call.
Yeah, right you are. He is getting the odds too, isn't he?
He is. All right, he's a 6-4 dog, but you never know. If he hits a 3 or 4, he takes the pot.
So Bowles with a chance to double up. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's not Guy's day, is it?
That's just not going right for him here. Now he needs a 9 or a jack, but Lombardo has gone huge favorite.
There's the jack.
How quickly things turn, but the river could be a rattler still. Any deuce, any 3, any 4, any 7, and Bowles will be struck out.
Nope, doubled up.
I'll tell you what, he doesn't show a wide range of emotions. That's why they call him the calculator. But he must be doing leapfrogs inside.
We both worked them out and they're still saying them. You had a lot.
Couldn't answer about the flush.
Now, let's just give him a straight draw flush draw and a pair. You know, you got your money's worth, haven't you?
A little release of pent-up emotion. He's
It's
laughing on the
unfortunate.
inside.
You can't pass the hand, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's right. He couldn't pass the hand.
That's why it's impossible. Fucks you about the chips.
Well, that's no reason to call, but
No.
No.
And that'll bring Guy up to 57,000. If nothing else,
You know the
it'll
line.
help him to survive 2 blinds. Although I bet he'd love to see an ace right now.
He'd love to see a hand right now.
Under the gun. Blind 7 and 15,000. There's 22,000 there to be picked up. And Linda not even interested a little bit from the button.
I'll call.
Well,
Call.
no, just a flat call. Is he slow playing his ace? Well, he's coming up against a good hand as well.
I'll raise you 30.
Yeah, I was going to say a raise is the order of the day.
Very interesting.
Hmm.
Could Matt have been playing for the re-raise?
Well, he was slow playing his ace, and all of a sudden, he's been raised back. What has he got? Is he trying to steal it? I've got ace-9 here, mate, and you just raised me. What do I do? Do I come over the top, or do I fold?
Call.
I call.
This pot is very large. In fact, more in the pot than there is left in Gregor Brandt's stack. Lombardo has about double that, and a good flop for 7s.
That's a great flop for 7s, it really is.
Check.
He's got to bet now. He's got to bet it out. He can't give Matt a free card. If another overcard comes on,
30,000.
That's a good flop for my ace queen against your ace 6. That's what I'm happy with.
Deja vu.
Pass.
he can't win a pot off Gregor, can he? He's been in a few pots with Gregor and he hasn't won one.
I'll tell you what, I think Matt Lombardo has just done well to lose so little. It did seem like it was kind of a setup for him to do his entire, double Gregor up all the way there.
I just didn't like that move from Matt. I thought that he could either fold or come over the top. There you go, good timing.
I think the decision is made.
I'm all in.
All in. Pass.
So now, if it's your turn to call him, you're thinking, right, he's under the gun, he's going to move in with any half-decent hand. But as it is, he's got a pretty good hand.
Pass.
And Lombardo thinking, as I guess all these players are, that Guy Bowles doesn't really need to have a hand that big. In fact, Gregor with the Jack-7, he might just find a call here.
He might do. He's got 15,000 in there. It's only another 20,000. There's 30.